I am Louis VI, often called Louis the Fat, King of France from 1108 until my death in 1137. Though my name might conjure images of indulgence, I assure you my life was anything but idle. I was born in 1081, the son of King Philip I and Bertha of Holland. My father's reign was marred by scandal and indolence, and it became my mission to restore the dignity and authority of the French crown. When I ascended to the throne, the Kingdom of France was but a patchwork of feudal territories, a shadow of its former Carolingian glory. The royal domain I inherited was small, centered around Ile-de-France, surrounded by rebellious lords who treated their fiefs as independent states. I knew the future of France depended on asserting royal authority and unifying these fractured lands. From the outset, my reign was consumed by conflict. I took up arms against robber barons who terrorized the countryside and defied my rule. Castles once seen as impregnable fell to my forces as I systematically dismantled their power. My campaigns were not merely acts of conquest, they were acts of justice. I sought to protect my people, ensuring that travelers, merchants, and pilgrims could move freely without fear. Among my adversaries, none proved more formidable than my vassal Henry I of England, also known as Henry Beauclerc. His control over Normandy posed a direct threat to my authority. The clashes between us were frequent and fierce, culminating in the Battle of Brémule in 1119. Though I suffered defeat that day, my resolve remained unbroken. I worked tirelessly to strengthen alliances, securing the loyalty of the Church and forging ties with neighboring rulers. My relationship with the Church was one of mutual respect and strategic necessity. I was a devout Catholic and understood that the Church's influence could bolster my rule. I supported ecclesiastical reform, sided with the papacy against lay investiture, and founded or supported several monasteries. In return, the clergy recognized me as a just and pious ruler, a vital ally in my efforts to unify the kingdom. As the years passed, my health began to falter, but my spirit never wavered. The education of my son, Louis, became my final priority. I sought to prepare him for the challenges of kingship, ensuring he understood the importance of justice, piety, and the unyielding defense of royal authority. In 1137, after nearly 3 decades of rule, I passed the crown to my son, who would become Louis VII. My life was one of struggle, but also of triumph. I laid the foundations for a stronger France, a kingdom not yet whole but on the path to greatness. The historians may remember me as Louis the Fat, but I hope my legacy speaks of a king who fought tirelessly for his people and his land.